Hello my lovely YouTube family, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another playful and fluid practice. This will be around 30 minutes long, and if you are interested in finding the full-length 60-minute flow, that will be live inside Tana Studio, my online membership platform, in December. So my members, it's coming for you. Stay tuned. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I'll keep posting weekly videos on here, just of a shorter length. Okay, when you're ready to begin, let's get started. So, you're welcome to come onto your hands and your knees. Let's come into tabletop. Spread into your fingers, spread into your toes, and then start to round your upper spine, lifting up through the back of your heart space. And then bend your elbows and create a nice slow circle with your whole spine. Finding these slow barrels here. Really getting your whole spine, your posterior spine involved as you round, and then bringing it into the abdominal wall as you stretch that out, stretching across the lats, the side body slightly as well. Let's begin to roll in the other direction. So change directions if you were moving in one direction. Take your time. And then nice and slowly lift your gaze and pull your hips back towards your heels. In an active child's pose position, stretching the fingers as far out in front of you as you can. Activate your fingertips, lift your gaze, and then roll forwards, tucking the chin into the chest space like a cat. The hips melt down towards the wrist. Keep the knees grounded, wiggle your chest through in between the gates of the shoulders. And then allow yourself to come into a nice juicy back bend as you peel the hips back in space in that same child's pose shape. And then we continue, almost like a wave is moving through your whole spine. Ripple the body forward, sensing the spaciousness in the chest. And then exhale, hips to heels, take it back. We go again, inhale, roll forwards, starting to feel some energy in the wrists, the spine, the shoulders. Exhale, pull the hips back in space, child's pose. Finding your breath, inhale, allowing that wave to move through you, lift the chest, guide the shoulders onto the back body. And then exhale, pull the hips back, child's pose. Let's go for one more. Inhale, roll forwards. We're gonna linger here as you push energetically into your hands, pull the shoulders down. Bend your elbows and lower your chest to the floor. Couple rounds of undulating Cobra as we lift, slow rhythm, lift the chest. Exhale, soften down. And again, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out, ripple your heart space to the ground. Last round, inhale, lift the chest, push the hips into the floor. And exhale, soften your chest to the ground. Reach your right arm out to the side of your space, bend into your left leg. We'll lean onto the right shoulder now. Coming into our shoulder opening, opening up the front line of your shoulder here. Take a nice relaxed breath. And then slowly make your way back to your midpoint and stretch your left arm out to the side. Right knee bends. We lean onto the left shoulder. Nice slow round of breath. Rolling yourself back to center. Guide your hands beneath your shoulders now. Squeeze the elbows in and tuck your toes under. Using your arm strength and your core, if you can, push yourself up into a plank, pretty strong. Push away from the ground and then melt your hips back into a downward facing dog. Let's begin to walk it out, bending one leg at a time. Feeling into some space through the hamstrings. On your next in-breath, begin to lift the heels off the floor and slowly ripple the body forwards into a plank position. We'll lower the hips to the wrist now, hanging Cobra. You can drop the knees to the floor should you need to. Otherwise, lift the knees and firm around your bum as you guide the heart forwards. Bend your knees and melt your hips back now, downward facing dog. And again, inhale, continuous movement. Now roll forwards, plank to hanging cobra, opening up the chest. And then exhale, pull the hips back in space, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, roll forwards, plank. Hanging cobra, starting to feel the energy in the arms and the chest. Downward facing dog, pull the hips back. One more time, inhale, roll forwards, just awakening the feet as well. Lower the hips, guide the heart forwards, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, pull the hips back in space, downward facing dog. On your next round of breath, lift the heels off the floor and drop both knees to the ground. Stretch your right leg behind you, pointing into the back toes. Hug the right knee to the right elbow. And then take the leg back again, inhale. Exhale to left elbow, opposite side. Inhale, stretch your toes back. Drop your foot to the ground. Find a supported side plank as you reach up and over into the right arm. Come into gate pose, reaching left arm to back of space. Find some length through your side here. And then nice and slowly place both hands to the back of your skull. Gather in your core strength as you lower yourself down. Okay, so we're going to come halfway down here. I want you to hold. If you can, hold. Keep your left toes tucked for support here. Stay with me. Slowly make your way back up. Lean over to the back. And then we're going to go again 2 more rounds. Take it slow, slow strength. Hold. Okay, make your way back up. Nice work. Last time, inhale. Lower down and hold. And slowly make your way back up. Drop your right hand to your thigh, reach your left arm to the back of your space. And then lower your left hand down to the ground. We lift the right leg off the floor, reach the right arm up and over your ear. Inhale. On the exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale to reach and hold. Option to bend into the right knee, grabbing onto the ankle with the right hand. If you're not quite ready for this, just stay as you are. Take a breath, and if you're here with me, kick into the hand quite a bit. Wherever you are, we're going to release this. Drop the right foot to the floor. Listen carefully, pull the left knee up and off the floor. And then land your right hand to the floor, 3-legged dog, your left leg kicks back. Take a breath in. Lift your gaze, looking forwards in between the hands. Come into a 3-legged plank. Option to come into a 3-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, take the hips back. On that out breath, lift the heels off the floor, drop the knees down to the ground, and send your left toes behind you on the in-breath. On the out-breath, knee to left elbow. Inhale, stretch your toes back. Other side, right elbow. Inhale, take your toes behind you. Supported side plank, the foot drops to the earth. Extend out through your left fingertips. Make your way up into gate pose. Right arm stretches to the back of your space. All right, let's go for a little bit of core work here. Hands to back of skull. Start to lower halfway down. Hold. You got this. Hold. And then make your way back up, leaning over to the back. We go again. Inhale to lower halfway down. Hold. And make your way back up. Nice, guys. Last round. Allow it to be slow. Hover down and hold. And then nice and slowly make your way back up. Gate pose, right arm stretches to the back of your space. Breathing in. As you breathe out, lower your right hand to the floor. Lift your left toes off the floor. Reach your left arm up and over your ear. On the out breath, pull the knee to the left elbow. And inhale, stretch it out, extend. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach out and hold. Welcome to stay here or grab onto the left foot with the left hand if you're playing with a bit of a bind. Okay, you're gonna gently let that foot go. Drop the left foot to the floor and pick your right knee off the floor. Take a breath in. Left hand meets the ground, facing forwards now. Right leg stretches back, three-legged dog. Lift your gaze and rock the body forwards with control, shoulders over wrists, in your three-legged plank to your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Guiding the shoulders back, pull the hips back in space in your downward facing dog. On your next round of breath, lift the heels and sink your knees to the floor once again. Send your right toes behind you, repeating and building. Pull the right knee to the right elbow. And then stretch your toes behind you again. Knee to left elbow. Inhale, stretch the toes back. Drop the foot to the floor, supported side plank. Let's make our way up into gate pose, radiating through your left arm, creating a little bit more space and range. And then placing the hands to the back of the skull. Okay, we're gonna lower down halfway. Hold. And then make your way back up. Leaning over to the back. 2 more. Belly to spine as you lower down halfway and hold. And make your way back up. Lean over to the back. Last round, inhale. And exhale, let's lean over to the back. Drop your right hand to your thigh. Gate pose, reach up through your left arm. Lower your left hand down to the ground. Pick your right foot off the floor. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to reach, kick it back. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale to reach all the way out in front of you through your fingertips. Option to catch onto the bind. And if you do have a bind, start to kick into that hand quite a bit, stretching into your quad. Release your foot if you have it, drop your right foot to the floor, pick your left foot off the floor. Now, kick into your left leg. You can either keep your leg hovering or you can land your foot down to the floor in your fallen triangle shape. Hold. Okay, nice and slowly, right hand meets the ground. Send your left toes behind you, find a three-legged dog, listening carefully. Lift your gaze, look forwards, low lunge, step lightly in between your hands. Take an inhale. And then as you breathe out, take a long pyramid pose, bow of your left shin bone. Lightly rebend into your left knee, find a lunge again. And then one more time, take the hips back, long pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend into your left leg, sink the right knee to the floor, half splits. Welcome to reach hands behind you should you like to. Flex it to the left foot a lot. And then we are going to lean forwards and take flight, come into warrior 3. Point into the back toes. Reach into your fingers. One-legged mountain pose, pull the right knee into the chest. Let's wrap the hands around the knee and give your leg a bit of a squeeze here. And then I invite you to find an unmoving spot in front of you and direct your focus there. We're going to take this next bit a little bit slower. Slowly release your knee and start to guide your right leg behind you. Coming into dances now, right hand meets the inner right foot. As you reach your left hand in front of you, begin to kick into your hand. Nice and slowly we'll come out of it. Let go of your foot wherever you are and cross your right foot behind your left foot. Reach the fingers into the sky on the in-breath. And then on your out-breath, make your way into a fold. Bow of both of your legs. You're welcome to bend your knees a little bit here. Reach your right leg behind you in a standing split shape now. You are welcome to place 1 or 2 hands to the ankle bone for a bit of an extra challenge here. Again, your drishti, finding that spot in front of your toes is really helpful for balance. Hold. You can lightly land your right foot to the floor. Low lunge, we lift the chest. And then on the out breath, take a wide-legged fold to the side of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, low lunge, meet your right foot at the back of your space. Kick your right toes behind you, find a three-legged dog. Reach into the foot, lift your gaze, and rock forwards in a three-legged plank pose. Find your three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing, we pull the hips back in space. Reach your right toes back, find your three-legged. Hug the knee to the right elbow and lean the weight forwards. Hold. Three-legged dog, take your toes back. Other side, knee to left elbow. Three-legged dog, take your toes behind you. Lightly land in between your hands. Finding a skandasana shape, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Reach this left arm into the sky as you press the arm into the right thigh. Travel to the front of your space, low lunge, meet your left foot. Ground into your hands and kick your left toes into the sky, three-legged dog. Reach into your foot and then pull the knee to the right elbow. Hold. Okay, listen carefully. Kick the leg through, find a fallen star shape as you reach your right arm into the sky. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Lightly land your hips down to the floor. Leaning the right hand over to the space behind you, lift the hips. And find a sense of freedom as we explore the hips and the heart. Lower the hips back down to the floor. Left hand behind you. Find that fallen star shape for last time. Lifting the hips. Right hand meets the earth. Three-legged dog, left toes sweep back. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, lift your gaze, look forwards in your three-legged plank. To find your three-legged chaturanga, slow it down as much as you need to. Upward facing dog. Take the hips back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. Ground into the feet, into the hands, finding that playful rhythm. Lift your heels off the floor, drop the knees down to the ground. Send your left toes behind you on the in-breath. On the out-breath, knee to left elbow. Inhale, take the toes back. Other side, right elbow. Inhale, stretch the toes back. Drop the foot to the floor, find your supported side plank pose. Reach into the left arm. And then find your gate pose as you rise and create a little bit more space across your side. Placing both hands to the back of your skull, we start to lower halfway down. Take it slow. Relax the face. Hold. We are going to make our way back up, leaning yourself over to the back. And again, inhale, let's lower down halfway. Hugging the lower belly in, we hold. And then we make our way back up, leaning over to the back. Last round, guys, let's go for it. Lower down and hold. Beautiful, make your way back up. Drop your left hand to your thigh, reach into the right arm gate pose. And then lightly land your right hand to the floor. As you pick your left foot off the floor, stretch into your toes, reach into the fingers. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend, engaging everything. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, extend and hold. Beginning to bend into your left knee, catching onto the foot with the left hand. If you're here with me, kicking into that hand a lot. Getting a beautiful stretch through the front line of your hip, your quad. Let go of your left foot. Drop your left foot down to the ground behind you. And then start to pick your right knee off the floor. We'll kick into this right leg, finding that fallen star shape. If you kept a right lifted foot, go for it. Hold. And then lightly land your left hand to the floor, three-legged dog. Your right toes reach into the sky behind you. Stepping forwards in between your hands, low lunge. Take a breath in as you guide the hips forwards and down. On the out breath, take a long pyramid pose. Melt over the right shin bone. Inhale, ripple forwards back to your lunge. And exhale, long pyramid pose. Inhale, rebend into the right knee. Sink the left knee down to the ground and stretch the fingers behind you as you come into half splits. Take a breath as you linger here, feeling into the hamstring. We'll begin to shift onto the right foot. Take flight, warrior 3. Use your focus, your eyes for balance here, drishti. One-legged mountain, we hug the left knee into the chest. Interlace your hands around this left knee and give your thigh a bit of a squeeze. And grow a little bit taller here. When you're ready for it, let's play with our dancers, catching onto the left foot with your left hand, reaching the right fingers forwards. Begin to kick into the hand as you tip your weight slightly forwards here. And if you wobble and fall, don't worry about it. Just finding a sense of play here as we explore. Okay, when you're ready to, nice and slowly we'll release that leg, that foot. Take the left foot behind the right foot. Arms rise as we lengthen out of the waist. Exhale, fold the body forwards, bow over both of your legs. Kick your left toes into the sky, standing splits. Reach into the back foot and hug the chest closer to the right thigh. And then we land the left foot down to the floor. Take a wide-legged fold towards the side of your space, Prasarita. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. And again, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low lunge now. Face the back of your space. Plug the hands into the floor. Send your left toes behind you. Find a three-legged dog. And then lift your gaze and rock the body forwards in your three-legged plank to your three-legged chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing, pull the hips back. Stretching your left toes back, three-legged dog. Hug the knee to the left elbow, lean the weight forwards into the arms. Three-legged dog, reaching it back. Other side, right elbow. Three-legged dog, take your toes behind you. Lightly land in between your hands, Skandasana side lunge. Leaning your left arm into the inner left thigh, reach and radiate through your right arm. Create some more space through the hips here. Swivel all the way over to the front of your space, low lunge, meeting your right foot. Or meet in a three-legged dog, kicking your right toes all the way into the sky. Take an inhale. As you breathe out, crossing it over the body to the left elbow, fallen star. Lift the hips, reach into the left fingertips. And then lightly land your hips down to the ground. Your left arm sweeps over to the side behind you. Lift the hips, fallen star in the other direction. Keep reaching into the right arm and into the chest. Lower your hips back down. For a last time, inhale to give yourself a bit of a lift. Explore, expand. Left hand meets the ground. Send your right toes into the sky, three-legged dog. Beautiful work, guys. Look forwards. Let's go for our three-legged chaturanga if you're here with me. Upward facing dog. Pull the hips back. Downward facing dog. Very slowly begin to lift the heels off the floor, sink your knees down to the ground. Come into a child's pose position, melt your heart space over your legs. Relax the elbows down to the floor. And take a nice full and juicy breath into the back of the body. In your next round of breath, begin to slowly peel yourself all the way up to a seated position. Roll your hips over to the right side and then take a twist to the right with the right fingers behind you, gently placing the left hand to the right knee. And then bring that opening into the chest, lengthen through your neck, find a sense of spaciousness through the cervical spine. And then we'll flop the hips over to the other side and twist to the left. Right hand catching onto the left knee. And then with the out breath, sweep both of your legs out in front of you. You're welcome to bend into your knees here if you need to. Reach the arms into the sky. And then on the out breath, make your way into a nice slow fold as you bow over both of your legs, Paschimottanasana. Relaxing your chest closer towards your femur bones. Soften. You can slowly begin to peel yourself back up, gliding your hands over your knees. Pull both of your knees in, coming into a cross-legged seat with your right foot out in front of you. You can place your hands on your knees or your thigh bones as you get nice and long through the spine. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Just feel your energy settle. Let go of any anticipation or having to be anywhere else right now, and just be in your body, in the space that you're in, whatever is going on. And just tune into your breath and feel the breath gradually slow down. And if you'd like to, you're welcome to place your hands to the belly or to the heart space, whatever feels comfortable here. And we're simply going to begin to deepen the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Just gently feeling the expansion of the thoracic and the abdominal cavity with each inhale and the slow contraction on the exhale. To seal in the practice, let's take a full breath in together through the nose. Hold it in for 3, 2, 1, and then release through the mouth. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope that you enjoyed that practice. Spicy, short and sweet, spicy one. Please let me know how it went for you in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys, and any feedback as always is always appreciated. Again, if you're interested in finding the full-length practice, this will be live in Tana Studio in December. So if you are interested, go ahead, check it out, come flow, lots of other fun stuff going on inside my membership. So yeah. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. And if you haven't already subscribed, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, I'll see you soon.